Commander.
Testing 1 2 3. Simon, can you hear me? Please respond so I can answer your question. Sorry, I meant to trainer. He's text from the Library of Asher. Excellent, good. I'm very well, thank you very much. Up and down. My chest cannot decide whether it wants to kill me or let me live. So I can go for 2 weeks with no chest pains whatsoever, and then suddenly it decides all night, no, Andrew, you won't be sleeping. I kill you, like that. So up and down a bit. The intention is it's not going to be a long one, and I'm going to go on a mission. God, English. This is why I should never do commentary, because of the words, man, the words. And I'm going to show you my favourite gun. It's actually my sniper's rifle. It's not really. I don't know how they call it a sniper's rifle. It's exactly how I want a real. If there was a sniper's rifle in the world that I would have, it would be this. Because you really wouldn't need to be a really good shot. I mean, as long as you're in the vicinity. Yeah, always sending your good wishes, mate. I know. Well, Simon, you are a decent, wonderful bloke. We know that. Everybody knows that. Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing. Absolutely nothing bad to say. Nothing bad at all. You're very tall. Tall is good. We like tall. Taller than me. You like animals. The things with the fur. Or the skin and rhinos. And I don't know what your speciality is in animals, but I know you've got one because you probably told me at some point. And also you to play the games, though it's irritating that you, like everybody else, are faster than me on Gran Turismo. Gotta fix my rig. Because you have caught one of my darts streams yet? No, that hasn't popped up. I mean, I tend to rely on the algorithm. I don't watch normal telly. So everything's streaming. I'm not going to pay for a license for that pile of poo that's called the BBC or anything on. I mean, Channel 4. Have you seen it? Oh my God! There's not a chance on this planet that me, as a male Briton that happens to have less natural melanin than some other people, I'm pretty sure that Channel 4 and the BBC have a stipulation that I'm not allowed to watch their television programmes, and if I do, I need to bow and scrape and kiss their arse while I do it. So yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway. Oh yeah, we usually do darts on Sunday. So we're talking a stream of darts. Hold on, we're not talking real darts, are we? It's a game. It's a game like we used to play golf and. Yeah, golf. Like that. So like a thing where you're playing darts on the PlayStation. Is that what you're talking about? Real. So you film a bunch of people having what we used to call community. There's another word I'm thinking of. company, time together. Once again, English. That thing where people talk, maybe have some beers, maybe not have some beers, maybe have a non-alcoholic beverage. All fine. And you throw the darts as a real thing. Oh, so it's not real darts. You're not in a place with real people. Oh, good. No, that I feel suddenly I was thinking, oh my God, that's amazing. Actual that thing. Social interaction. I suppose this is our equivalent of social interaction, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure you can disagree with me now, or agree with me, or whatever you want to do. I'm pretty sure you are an introvert. Real darts with... Oh my God. So you have your own dartboard. You're throwing real darts at a real dartboard, but you have webcams so you're not in the same room. You're doing it in... Oh, that is awesome. That is fantastic. It's not awesome. It is awesome in the sense of the modern word of awesome. That's really good, actually. I really like that. It started up as a website during COVID. Yeah. Once again, the government has stopped us meeting people. That's fantastic. But we find a way. It sounds like I'm being negative. I'm being negative because of the reasons behind it, not because of what you're doing. What you're doing is brilliant. Virtual meeting up. If we can't meet up in person, somehow we find a way. Except for me, who hides in bed. Okay, so what we got here, we've got to pick a mission, find a mission. I don't want to screw this up. It's a very complicated thing. So, story so far. Well, I'm in Norfolk, Scotland Flashing. Well, yeah, yes, I know that. Duh. I understand the concept, and I wasn't criticising you for doing that. I was criticising the fact that we have to. You know? Criticising the fact that they managed to completely so it's the best, well, it's the only way really, isn't it? Either that or you play virtual darts on, if there's such a game. I don't know if there would be such a game. Oh my goodness, I put in the description that Serality Paul should stop me ranting. You've appeared and you've started me ranting. Maybe the problem is not the people that start me ranting. Maybe it's me. Oh my goodness. Never let it be said that I am not self-aware. Okie dokie. Richie! Woohoo! Richie Roo! Oh, my gorgeous Richie Roo. Hello. Thank you so much for turning up. I've not moved anything for a while. It's Simon's fault, apart from the fact that it's my fault. I've just had that revelation that it's probably my fault. That when I start to rant, it isn't the fault of the people that starts me to rant. It's the fault of the Andrew that seems to like to rant. Which is fair enough. Anyway, the point I'm making here, so Eleanor, the story so far, let's okay. So story so far is that we are on the Normandy SR2. I died at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, and then Cerberus, the evil. I'll answer that question in a second. I'm going to stick to my. Please restrict all questions until the end of the presentation. Here we go. So, right. So, where was I? Yeah, I died because I got blown up. Now we've got this. Let's go over here. Okay, let's do this. Right. Okay. So I can run. I'm not in my sexy dress, so I can run because I got boots on. This is Eleanor. Eleanor you may recognise from Kingdoms of Amalur. She is my avatar. So this is the Joker, and this is voiced by Seth Green of Robot Chicken and that other thing with the other Seth MacFarlane, Family Guy. He's meant to be the best pilot in the world. The problem is, right, so this thing's shooting lasers at him, and the video goes off to the left and then comes back to the right across the big massive laser blast and gets blown up. So I think that whoever programmed it, they needed to do something different to that, because if you look at any whatsoever dogfight footage, which they did in Star Wars, you don't turn back across the fire. You just don't. And Simon will tell me that, because he's been in a Spitfire.
Hello, Shepard.
We like Edie, she's a computer. Anyway, so I died, and then it took 2 years, and the Lazarus Project, so if anybody knows the Bible, they know why it's called the Lazarus Project. I got brought back to life, and then I got told that lots of very bad people were literally collecting whole civilizations, and they're called, you'll like this, the Collectors. And they're kind of insectoids with dragonfly wings, and they're very bad. Very bad. And Cerberus said, I've got all these resources, said Mr. Inside, Outside, Upside Down Man, whatever it's called. And he gave me all these resources, and we always knew he was up to something, because I'd had to blow up a few places that were Cerberus things, where they were doing very, very bad things to people, and they were very bad. But in Mass Effect 2, it was like nobody else gave a crap, because nobody had listened to my warnings, because who would? Who would listen to me? Telling them, bad people are coming, bad things are happening, we need to stop them. No, they wouldn't listen, would they? Absolutely not. So I just took action, because I'm a badass. Badass! And I'm a badass with blue lipstick. Don't mess with me. So over the whole of that, I got lots of augmentation, various other bits and pieces, which makes me even more amazing. And got to the end of it, destroyed a mass relay, which are these sort of things that shoot you across a galaxy, which is pretty much where all of the other, like, Stargate-y stuff came from, or this nicked it from Stargate, whichever way around, I don't really care. And it took out a system which killed a bunch of people called the Batarians. They're not very happy with me, so I got under house arrest and stuff like that. And then the real bad guys, the Reapers, appeared and started eating planets. And then that meant, and if we just nip in here quickly, that meant people suddenly went, oh my goodness, as the Earth is being eaten by 100-mile-high huge machines, maybe she was right. No shit, Sherlock. So we need to go down here to the mass relay. Let's have a look at a mass relay. I've got to do this anyway, so it's not hurting the story. Oh, let's go down there. Let's have a look. Go in there. I've got a farm like this. Woo. I found this earlier. I'll get some fuel. See, they're blowing things up, and it's bad. It's bad. Here's the mass relay. They look like that. And then you see all over the places, you've got these big, weird, kind of half crab, half cockroach things. These are the Reapers. They are living machines, and they are bad. Yeah. Right, so to answer your question, Richie Root, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm still going. It's been interesting. I'm much better than I was. A lot better than I was. Not that anyone's listening anymore, because everybody's gone. Because I was too busy giving a summary of the story so far. But yes, thank you for asking. I'm very well. I won't say very well, I'm okay. Oh, you're here. You're here. All right. So it went from 4 to 1, and I kind of assumed you're one of the ones that went... Because how much I talk too much. So, I don't, oh, no, I'm okay. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Looks like you've been having a lot of fun with the minis. I did get a mini... I got a mini ready after the event. But because I've still not got my rig, because the PlayStation, oh my god, the Play Seat Challenge snapped on my fat arse. How have you on the phone? No, this is the plug-in thing. I've got a pretty decent headset. I think that the crackling comes from my old I never played GTA. But when I say that to people, they go, "What?" I've never had it, never played it. So I'll keep being told I should, because like, oh, you're listening to it on your phone. Oh, okay. I thought you were asking if I was using the phone headset thing. No. Oh, right. I did that earlier. I do custom races to make money. 10 laps gets me about 100k in the GTR, naturally, but with nitrous. I managed to do 8 full laps drifting. I actually haven't got Gran Turismo Sport on my PlayStation anymore because I've got this and Call of Duty, whichever Call of Duty it is, Modern Warfare on it, which came with, the PlayStation Plus. I didn't have room for them two, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff, and I thought, well, I hardly ever play GTS, so I deleted that, and it was huge. So I've only got GT7, so I can't actually go on GTS. Yeah. Anyway, I need to find... Right, I'm going to leave this. It's okay. I mean, I was on, like I say, it's been GT7 on the other one. I saved it. I'm thinking of doing a sort of a... Not a stream, but, like a video of it, like I used to do right at the beginning. Because what I did, normally I'd just power pass everybody and go. But it gets boring, very boring. It's better and hurts my fingers because I'm on the motion controller. And 10 laps. So this time I decided I would catch up with the guy that's always second to me and draft him for dirty sambas. Yeah, that's fair enough. I draft whoever it is. Sometimes it's a Mazda Group 1 car, sometimes it's the Jaguar XJ9, XJ9R, XJR9, whatever it is, I can't remember what it's called. So I actually drafted him for 7 laps and saved so much fuel I could do 8 laps. Then I came on fuel lean burn 6, come in and do 2 laps full speed, one by over a minute, and got 100 grand. But it just made life a bit more interesting trying to stay behind him because I'm so much faster normally. Right, anyway. I was in the journal for a reason. Why does it do... Oh, why does it do that? It's such a hard... God, get back to the top. Right, so... what was I going to do? Which one was it? Oh, God. Library of Asher, that's one. Let's go to Library of Asher. So, Nimbus Cluster... Azaria Mitchell, Library of Asher, recover the text from the Nimbus cluster. Alright. Fortunately, I'm on IGN.com, which has excellent walkthroughs. And the reason I do this is because there's a lot of decisions you make which screw things up if you get them wrong. And I hate getting things wrong. So, Nimbus cluster... And it just gives me a bit of a... I don't always use them, but I mostly use them. So let's find out where I am. Blah blah blah. No foul conditions. Azari. Oh, I get the Azari 6th Fleet if I do this. Ague system. The information you get here is pants. So what I need to do is I need to find the Ague system. Oh, I know. I mean, it was the weirdest thing, right, Richie? The weirdest thing. Ruse won a few here. Well, actually, the very first race I won of any kind was with you on Special Stage RX. I managed to get the drafting just right and got won, and I was gobsmacked myself, actually. But yeah, when it moved to GT7, because the difference is it's kind of more realistic in terms of the driving. They've changed it a bit now, so it's more like GTS, which I don't like because I preferred it more like it was at the beginning. But you know, I'm obviously in the minority and didn't moan loudly enough. Not that I knew where to moan. But I discovered that if you don't sort of set the car up just right, so if you don't have any additions, you know, wings and downforce additions, the back end it wouldn't get round the bends. It wouldn't even go in a straight line properly because the back end kept going. So I put a wing on it and then it wouldn't go fast enough. And I discovered you need no wing, but you need the diffuser and you need the minimum downforce, and then it works brilliantly. It's just brilliant. It's not as fast. You can't get like 320 like we could. The maximum I've got without any extra assistance is 262, 263 with a tailwind. If you add the nitrous, which I have done, I can get over 270. But yeah, that's that's weird. I don't remember winning a few. I remember winning that one. I might have won another. Yeah, that was my very first win. And that was my very first win of any kind. I mean, come on, mate. We both know I'm not very good. I'm not. It's not sort of like a self-depreciation thing. It's. What the hell have I done now? I want to. Where am I? I'm trying to do the Matt's Relay thing. You know, I'm never going to be winning races otherwise. Okay, I'll listen. You got a better memory for these things than I have. I ain't got a clue. Right, let me just find. So the jump to the Agayu system, which must be Minos Wasteland. Here's my frontier. Crescent Nebula. The Shrike Abyssal. Gotta find the Agadu. Right, there's something there that it's not opening up yet. You can see because it goes there. Let's. Oh, the Agadu system might not actually. I don't want to do the speak of the Quarians yet, even though my girl's there. Tally, Attican Beta, Hades Gamma. Oh, I might not be able to do this one yet. She's okay. I just got to pick another one. Arcturus, Aethon. No, it's not there. Oh, okay. Right, okay, so I can't do that one. Let's pick another one. Let's pick... Oh, which is annoying. It's like all... Oh, why is it down there again? Every time. I don't get it. Okay, so that's in the Agadu system, and I can't do it. Priority. I don't want to do a priority one yet. I want to do side missions to just build up. Okay, the Azoricals of the system, these are rings of Alune. Find them in the Cillian Nebula. Alright, that's Cillian Nebula. That sounds like something that I could find. Rings of thingy. I hear Hugh has some exciting news coming up. Maybe. I know one thing he's got in the pipeline. Dennis? Hi, Dennis. Huey. It's got one thing in the pipeline I know about. The problem. Oh my God. He's had this idea for a long time. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's his job to tell you that kind of crap. But he's got this idea that I will move into an office in a squash court to help him do it in Northumberland. And I've already told him that ain't happening, so it's not. I'm not spoiling anything for the fella. He's a superb, wonderful man who's been incredibly kind to me, and I love him. But I'm not moving into a squash court in Northumberland from my nice little flat. I mean, I've got enough problems around. I can't go anywhere without smelling bloody cannabis, which I hate the smell of. I've got a very sensitive smell. I'm a chemist, and it's the taste of it makes me want to throw up. I keep wanting to spit it out. Constantly have people screaming and shouting around me through the walls, and yet still it's my little home. I love my little home. It's, it's brilliant. I was on the streets before this. Northumberland's shit, mate. And there are a number of reasons I can tell you why Northumberland's shit. It's because my sister and my brother live there. There are two reasons why Northumberland's shit. There are several other reasons. My family comes from there. The Marr family are from, Durham. My first choice to go to university in the day when, Polytechnic, I didn't apply to universities. I didn't want to go to them because I grew up opposite Loughborough University and didn't like them. I liked a place that looks after the students. I mean, you're East Coast, so you're biased. You're bloody Vikings, as is my family. I hail, apparently, originally from N-word, Norway. That's the one. Anyway, I enjoyed all. Listen, mate, I can do the northeastern accent very well, like. What you got to do, son? You got to say son, man, and pet all the time. And what you got? You got to do it like too much, like. By the way, Richie, this should make you feel better because I'm ham-fisting this as much as I ham-fist your accent. Okay, it's not just you. It's all of them. Anyway, there's a couple of accents I can do really well and very accurately, but these aren't them. I have Portuguese blood in me, no Viking blood cell. What the hell are you doing in Norfolk then? I mean, the point is, I'm one of the people that can say Alnwick properly. Norwich, which you say wrong, because Alnwick, Norwich, you see, same spelling, W-I-C-K, C-H or C-K. How do you spell Norwich? How do you spell Norwich? Long story. Yeah, but you see, there's nothing wrong with it. See, oh God, why do I do this? Why can't I do a stream where I do a stream? Why is it? I should do podcasts. Honestly, forget pictures, just the talking. Fuck me. I just don't get it. I don't understand myself, don't mind anybody else. Right, let me just find out what I'm doing. Fish and chips. Portuguese. Portuguese immigrants invented fish and chips. Does anybody know Norwich? Alnwick. So how the hell is that the same as... Because it's like Harwich. Okay? Harwich, Alnwick, all of them, Ipswich. They're all Viking names, you silly sod. You know that. That's why you're doing the laughing. Oh, bloody Simon. You and your Portuguese fish and chips. Fish and chips. Shut up. Right, anyway. I can't find out where I'm going, so I can at least pretend to be doing something. Go to the Teolia system. Oh, I didn't see that when I went round before. It doesn't exist yet. Oh, this is really annoying. I want to find something to do. Oh, you see the ones with the flashing lights? Oh, that's where I've got to go. And it's all that. Oh. This is annoying. All the ones I want to do, I can't do. I can't do the ones I want to do. I did not expect this to be happening. Stop being down there! I've done them! So annoying. Can I do that one? Statue of Hesperia. Blah, blah, blah. Athena Nebula. Maiden name is Dutch origins. So do you wear orange often? Let's look. This is the last chance I'm giving myself to do a side mission. What I actually want to do is show you my favourite gun, because my goodness, it's amazing. There it is. Yes, yes, I've got one. I've got one in your face. Right, Athena Nebula, some Hesperia period statue. Let's have a butcher's. Right, okay, palm. Do I not like orange? Well, do I not like orange? Right, the wording is a question, no question mark, but it sounds like you're saying a statement. I do not like orange. Is it because they're not Lotus? Though orange, doesn't orange go in the Lotus badge or something? I should do a picture on the Discord. Now I'm back on the Discord. I should do a picture of my little area. I've been playing with OBS trying to get it to work. OBS is a pain in the bumhole. I've got two cameras. I've now got a 1080p camera, which works very well, except it's got a really short lead, so I'm kind of restricted where I can plug it in. Because if I use an extension lead, it doesn't seem to like it. Graham Taylor's famous phrase after being defeated by Holland. Graham Taylor. Is right, okay. Is Graham Taylor? I don't think it is. Is Graham Taylor the guy that was the coach at Nottingham Forest, Cloughie's mate, and went to Derby County and did a better job there than Cloughie did? Is that Graham Taylor? If not, I don't know who you mean. And if it's not that, and it's not from that era of pre-1981 football, I don't care, because all football is crap, as you well know. Anyway, the Canaries are yellow, not orange. What the hell's wrong with you? England manager 91 to 1994. I thought it was Rob's. Oh, 90. Yeah, I've no. Who? No idea. Peter Taylor. See, I'm very proud of the fact that I recognised a Taylor. Incidentally, my shitty eldest sister, that is the one that lives in Shiremoor, or lived in Shiremoor in Northumberland, right next to Newcastle upon Daily, you're going to get really excited and squeak. It's funny, isn't it? Because when people try to do a Welsh accent and a Geordie accent, they always end up sounding like the other one. But there is a fact, there is something I can say about people doing various types of Welsh. You know, you got to speak with a squeak. Anyway, Uncle Andrew, like. So I've got nephews in Northumberland. Uncle Andrew, like, what you doing, mate? Do you know? And I've got nieces, a niece in South Wales. Uncle Andrew. No, I'm just doing Geordie now. That's crap. Try a Nordic dialect. Norfolk dialect? No. Because I don't know. See, now you're sounding like Mikey. You're sounding like Mikey. See, when I do my generic Irish accent, which obviously Richie hates, quite rightly, I fully admit he's correct in this. But when I do that, that is a generic Irish accent. I wish I could do the dialects from everywhere in the world. I wish I could do that. And Mikey has a Cork accent, and he's from just outside of Cork, so it's probably got not quite Cork, but slightly like Cork. You know, it's like Cork moved a bit, in the same way that the Geordie accent doesn't exist. There is a Geordie accent, and then there's Northumberland, and like I say, I've known a lot of people from up there, and there are parts of Northumberland which makes Geordie sound soft. In the same way, there's no such thing as a Scouse accent. There are, you know, you've got, was that a ginger nut that could sing? Cilla Black, much softer. You get people that, when they're talking, your entire nervous system starts dying. You know, there's no such thing as an accent from an area. There is microcosms and all this kind of stuff. I don't even know what the Norfolk accent's meant to sound like. The only person I know as a fact, there's what, 2 or 3 people I know as a fact come from Norfolk. Brundle, Martin Brundle. Oh yeah, well, Scotty's Northern Irish. And the thing is, interesting, you say Flash is from Glasgow, right? And you got Richie, who's Dublin, and then Scotty, who's Northern Ireland. Now, you can hear Glasgow in the Northern Irish accent. If you've got, broadly speaking, if you've got Glaswegian and Dublin and mix them together, you would get something that people would recognise as Northern Irish. But, and Richie, because his memory is a hell of a lot better than mine, and excellent, he will remember I was asking him about somebody called Frank Kelly, rally driver. There was I'd sent him a link to there's a rally driver. Oh, Frank! I thought he said he was from Glasgow. Sorry, but if you listen to Glaswegians, you've listened to that sort of West Coast Glaswegian accent. Now, historically, and Richie, you can correct me on this. Historically, what the English did is they sent a bunch of Protestants over from Scotland to be a sort of an enclave of Englishness, if that's the right way of putting it, to interfere with the politics of Ireland, which was Catholic, which is why there is this big divide. You know, it's a religious divide. In the same way that in Glasgow there's a religious divide, and I didn't realise this, but in the Newcastle area you've got Newcastle versus Sunderland, and that is the same. It's a Protestant versus Catholic thing. I had no idea. I found that out the hard way. So what's absolutely fascinating to me, of course, is that the Scots are actually, their origins are Ireland. The Scots were in Ireland, and they invaded Scotland and pushed the Picts across East Coast. So my people is a mix of Viking, Picts, and Scots, which were the Irish. And then Scots were sent back to Ireland to be invaders back. People are just. I have heard of the Singing Postman. Yes, that's going way back. I have heard of the Singing Postman. But yeah, I've got no idea what a Norfolk accent. You got Martin Brundle, you got Stephen Fry, and I'm pretty sure there's somebody else I know that's from Norfolk, but I couldn't tell you what the accent is. I couldn't tell you what the accent is at all, other than yours, which kind of sounds like a soft West Country to my ear. Oh, right. So you expect me to remember what the Singing Postman... The Singing Postman was like 1950s and 60s, was he not? And I was born in 69. So no, I don't remember what his accent was like. I've heard of this singing. I need to move. I need to stop doing a podcast. Have you got a light, boy? That's very good. Right, let me just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to look at this page and find out where I've got to go. Okay. Never mind that. What the hell? Explore the Athena Nebula when it's available and enter the Vernio system. Where are you? There it is, Vernio, down there. I hate how it's cost fuel, and now you've got to find things. I've had to sort of memorise a couple of places that have got fuel depots. Not a bad attempt, heard worse. Have you got a light, boy? Well, I've not got an accent in my head. I'm just reading your phonetics. Okay, I need to correct platter scan is Polisa. Oh, there you go. Let's move across. Right, what happens here, if you scan, the Reapers are alerted. Why is that not? What the hell? That's Polisa. How did that not work? The correct plan and bring it back to the Asari. Have I already got this? Right, 100% assets recovered. I've been here before. I did this by accident. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to shoot anything! And I've wasted a bunch of fuel. That's very annoying. See, this is why I'm using the guide, because I keep losing track of where I am. I'm not very good at this. Right. Get some fuel. Good job, I got a bunch of money. This is really annoying, so I'm going to have to go and do something else. I'm going to have to find... This was meant to be a short one, and I was just going to shoot things. I'm not going to bother... I'm not even going to bother anymore. I'm going to... What we got? Let's see what we got. Let's go to Flashy Place. I'm not going there. Not doing that. Oh, I could take over Omega, shouldn't I? I could take over Omega. I want... Oh, wait. There might be... No, go away. Right. Journal. Oh, why is it always down there? I don't understand. Omega Aria Tiloke. Rendezvous with the fleet. Right. She wants me to help her. And the voices in this show... My goodness. I mean, you got Claudia Black. Everybody knows as Aaron's son from... Farscape. She was also in Pitch Black. The voice of Aria Tiloke is oh god, I've forgotten her name. Right, Battlestar Galactica, the remake. She's the tall blonde who's in the head of that guy and also one of the humanoid looking Cylons. Tricia Helfer, and she is... There is definitely something about that woman in that show, more than the fact that she's just a very attractive, beautiful blonde Canadian woman. There's a sort of an extra layer of what the hell is going on here. Weird things are happening to me, chemical stuff, which is the point, because she's meant to be really alluring. Somebody knew what they were doing in that character, because she's meant to be like a femme fatale, isn't she, in the show? Well, she's the voice of Aria Tiloke, and she's right, bitch. She is a proper nutbag. Right, so this is not side things, this is main things. There's no point. This is like... Oh, okay, so I need to... Or do I go back to the Citadel? Let's see. Fourth excursion to the Citadel. You've done that, which I have. I've romanced somebody. I have, Liara. She's going to be my wife. We're going to have babies together because she's not... Is it hermaphrodite? But yeah, basically she can have babies with males or females from any species. Any species! Because it's more a mental bond than it is anything else. Something. Very clever how they do all this kind of stuff. We want to complete the search and rescue task in the Nimbus cluster. Let's click on that and see if I've got them. Nimbus cluster, fuel, oh, what the hell? Something's gone nuts. What? Don't go nuts at me. Huh. Search and rescue in the Nimbus cluster. Let's find the Nimbus cluster. Okie dokie. Nimbus cluster. Mass relay. Got to find it. Nope. 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 Far rim. Okay. Just got. Nope. 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 No. No. Yes. In your face. Search and rescue some things. Oh god, so this is basically no shooting. This is I have got to find things. 25% assets recovered. Oh, this is going to be annoying. This is what I'm going to... Oh, so annoying. So, Pelion, south of Altist. Where's Altist? Altist? Wreckage, fuel. Oh, they're coming for me. I think I've got that one. Strategos. Is that Strategos? Aetis? Okay, got that one. I don't need to fill it with fuel, so that would be a waste if I got it there. North of Strategos. Where's Strategos? There's Strategos. Northwest. Oh yeah. That's northeast. What the hell? Seriously, that's north. It says northwest. Oh no, it doesn't. I can't read. The one below says northwest. Alright, fair enough. Uh-oh. Bad guys are coming. Strategos. Oh, intact wheat reaper weapon. I need that for something. I definitely need that for something. Oh, here we go. Glasses on. This is a scan. You follow the thingy. It's down there. Down there, down there. Where's it? There it is. Get the thingy. Launch the probe. I'm pretty sure that's needed for something. I need a reaper something anyway. Heard worse. That's a great compliment actually, Simon. Heard worse. I'll take that. I'll take that. Richie doesn't normally say I've heard worse when I'm doing my utterly awful Irish accent. He normally says, please stop, my ears are bleeding and my heart's exploded and my brain wants to kill you. Not in those exact words, but I get the meaning, I get the idea. What's up there? Wreckage of fuel, wreckage of fuel. So I'm getting a bunch of fuel there, okay. Lots of wreckage of fuel, okay. I need to go to Agadoodoo. Where's Agadoodoo? Let's find Agadoo. Agadoo. Push pineapple on a tree. Agadoo. Is that the second Agadoo we've been to recently? There is a lot of tedious messing about in this, which is I kind of like that. Artifact Library of Asher. Yes, that's where I've been. I've been to Agadoo to get the artifact.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, they're coming for me. Coming for me. Artifact Library of Asher. Was I in the wrong Agadoo before? Is that the problem? Send probe. I've got it! I can go back to the Citadel and give that to someone. Kalini. Wreckage of fuel. Oh, okay. Where's Kalini? There's Kalini. Oh, they come. I should show you what happens when they start coming at you. Kalini. Look how much fuel it's using just to go and find some fuel. That makes sense, doesn't it? But south of Pania. That's got to be Pania there, isn't it?
I found something.
You have. I'll need that fuel to get back and find more fuel. Right, let me show you what happens. Can you see the Reaper alertness? And they're coming, and it makes that big farty sound, and they're coming for me, and they go faster than I do, so I have to leg it. So far, I have failed to show you my favourite gun. Let's get some fuel from here. Excellent. Let's get to this mass relay. I'm thinking let's go back to the Citadel. And then, as much as I want to shoot people, a lot, I get to meet up with all my friends. And I've got a new apartment. I've got a really nice apartment. Though I've got to say, the bedrooms are all very snazzy, but there's no doors. What the hell? Unless I'm missing something. And there's certainly no curtains. You need a curtain. I mean, I know. So I'm thinking at some point, this is the Citadel. The Citadel is an incredible thing. Those 5 things, this is something like 14 miles long. There are millions of people living on it, and those things close into a tube, and they're apparently virtually indestructible. Alliance Docks, Silver Sun Strip. Let's go there. Let's go Silver Sun Strip. Right. Before you return to the Citadel, make sure you sweep the Valhallan threshold for search and rescue content so that you can get credits, war assets and quest items for some side missions you'll be handing shortly. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I should do that then. Oh, God. Maybe I should do that. I'm going to take these glasses off because I'm... Anybody got any new eyes for me, especially my right eye? I'll gratefully accept them. Let's go to the Valhallan. I'm pretty sure I've been there actually. Leave orbit on the Normandy 2. Oh, wake up, Andrew. Valhallan, it was down here somewhere. I remember seeing it. Where Where's Valhalla? Is that Valhalla? Castle Rift. Squiddy's Castle. Valhalla Threshold. Okie dokie. Let's go there. It gives me a nice thingy with what they are. Alright. So Railay near Micah marker. Some fuel. Near Micah marker. Near Micah marker?
Signal confirmed.
Don't need that. Micah. Let's go to Micah. Whee. Can't see the thing. Near Micah marker. So, first planet, emergency fuel pods. Southeast of the star, a wreckage. So these are all fuels. Element 0 converter, far last, east of the star. I reckon it's there.
I found something.
Oh, I found a couple of things. That's good. Starty scanner. It's over there. On Mass Effect. Oh, go back. On Mass Effect 2, I ended up getting so many resources. I had like 300,000 units of resources. War element convert. Element 0 can convert. Oh god, so that adds up my. So each game they obviously my favourite's the first one because the way it plays I liked, and then they changed it so it's more like things like Call of Duty and stuff. How it plays. This plays like Call of Duty, but a bit more refined than Mass Effect 2. But the concepts of what you have to gather and get for each one changes every time. Yeah. And you're being chased by these arseholes, squiddy things. Yeah, that's what they're like, squids. They look like giant metal squids. Let's do this. Good. They're coming for me. Leg it. Leg it. Leg it. Leg it. See? Oh, they're coming for me.
Faster than light jump successful.
Hoo-hoo. I found all of them, but I only got one of them. But I only need one of them. I don't need the fuel right now, do I? Because I've got full fuel. No, I haven't got full fuel. I've got some fuel. Okay, Paz, which I think was yeah, but that's the point. I am lost. That's why I've got this guide. The problem is that I would have made so many mistakes. It's not you pick things up, you know. I don't mean you pick things up as in gameplay. You pick things up as you play. That. Items, you know, things that give you better weapons and money and all that kind of stuff. And this tells you where they are. That's great. I don't tend to miss them because I'm the kind of person that very slowly I go along and I examine an entire area and find every little thing there. That's fine. My problem is that there's consequences to answering questions. This apparently is one of the first games. It invented the sort of the question wheel. You get this wheel and you can answer things. And you have reputation points, and as your reputation goes up, you have more options to answer questions and ask questions. The thing is, the way that what it says on this wheel compared with what is actually said, and then the consequences of it are not obvious. They don't link, and they're not obvious. So there are times when you can absolutely. You can totally screw up something really important later in the game by saying the wrong thing, and I don't like to do that. Yeah, my problem is rushing through. Yeah, I'm the opposite. And you get bored too quickly, right? See, my son, Alex, who's, 27 now? He's really good at first-person shoot-em-ups. You know, Call of Duty with a pad, he was excellent. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, he played a lot and he was really good at. I like Call of Duties. I've played all the Call of Duties up to a point, but on PC. And I like it with a mouse and a keyboard. That's how I like to play. I'm much better with that. He played Left 4 Dead, and again, it's just so much better. When things are rushing at you, I'm like, ah, and I'm no good at aiming. It's like I'm shooting on one side, then shooting on the other side, and I'm never hitting the thing. I'm no good at aiming. With a pad, I'm brilliant at aiming with a mouse because that's much more smooth and intuitive. What is it? What else is he? Not Left 4 Dead. Was it? The radioactive one. And the second version was Las Vegas. What's it called? You've played it. I'm pretty sure you've played it, Simon. Where you're sort of it's a post-apocalyptic future. All credit to you for playing that with a mouse and a keyboard. Oh no, it's so much easier. I think you've played it. It's one where you're in a post-apocalyptic future. You're picking up weapons, but the weapons are all sort of like they're older because of the nature of the land. There's radioactive cockroaches and radioactive rats the size of barns and or wolves and all this kind of stuff. What's it called? Oh, the second version of it was something Las Vegas. That's really annoying. That first phrase is gone. It's just gone from my head. Not The Last of Us. Not The Last of Us. It was... Right. If I'd stop thinking about it, it might come to me later. But he played that and that kind of stuff. And the proudest moment of my sort of teenage fatherly career, because he used to love me watching. Okay, it might not have been you, but it's just because you played like Red Dead 1 and 2 and all that kind of thing. It's a similar sort of idea, but it's in a post-apocalyptic radioactive future where there's like enclaves and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, one of my proudest moments as a father of a teenage teenage man. He used to love being watched, and I'm pretty sure I used to be like that, but I was never. I could be the watcher. No, not Fear and Loathing. Not Fear and Loathing. It's a shorter title. I don't even actually know what Fear and Loathing is. I don't know that one. Yeah, I can visualise the game back. Yeah, it's just like, and you go lots of adventures. It's typical, like all of these. You go in lots of adventures, and there's radioactive mutated things, and there's bunkers, and they've made so many films like that, haven't they? Post-apocalyptic, post-radioactive, mutated animal things. But to me, it's like that Red Dead Redemption thing that you play all the time, just in a post-apocalyptic radioactive future instead of in like the wild, wild west. Anyway, so Alex used to love me. Nope, not Rainbow Siege. Another one I've not heard of. He used to love me watching, and I'm perfectly happy with watching. I'm not. I've never been the kind of person that needs to be, as ironic as this might seem to you, needs to be that centre of attention. I'm better sort of in the background. I'm better just watching. And besides, it's my boy. And I used to love watching him play. He was so good. He was just so good. How the hell he could do all that stuff and manage all this stuff in his head all the time. I had to get lost. Everything has to slow down for me. I think this is one of the reasons why I struggle with the driving. It's because things are happening too fast. I don't know if I could ever get to the stage where I train myself for it to be automatic, but I'll never be that fast. Anyway, he comes to me, Dad, I need your help. I'm like, oh, yes, Dad's here. I've got badges. I've completed the game, but I want to go back and get all the badges. And there's all these monsters. This is in Left 4 Dead. So there's 4 characters in Left 4 Dead. There's a black guy, and this is just how they played it. Okay, there's a young white fella, there's a young black guy, there's an old white bastard, and there's a woman. Okay, and they're the 4 characters. You can be any one of those characters with their strengths and weaknesses. He tended to play the young white lad because he's a young white lad. And he goes, I need help killing, and then there's like a list of, there's a massive thing called a tank, which is, it's not indestructible, it's just really tough and incredibly powerful. There's a very powerful thing called a witch. Fallout! Yes, Simon! Awesome. Fallout, and then Fallout Las Vegas. Yeah, Fallout. But this is not what he asked me to help with. He needed help getting these badges, killing the witch and the tank and all this kind of stuff in specific scenarios. And it's like, okay, no problem. We'll work it out. So it's great. And the thing is that he had to Google it. Fair enough. I just couldn't be asked. I'm too busy talking. So he could go through any scenario and get to the end and win, but he normally, like for example, the witch, you could hear her crying. It was that they've got a gift, these people, in making things stressful and creepy. And so you'd be in a dark place and you'd hear this sort of sobbing and crying echoing around, and the music would change to the creepiest, most stressful kind of sounds. No. I'm 53, okay, and I have spent the last 30 years failing to remember things when they've been on the tip of my tongue. So I have learnt that if I stop thinking about it, it will come to me about 2 days later. And then I'll go, what? Why now? Yeah, it's literally everything's in there. It just refuses to come out. So you hear this sort of incredibly creepy crying and the music, and you're getting stressed out to hell and all the stuff I hate. So what you do is you kind of like figure out where the sound's coming from and you avoid it, because this thing will kill you. It comes at you. It's like a woman zombie that has big long nails and will fuck you up, man. It will fuck you up. But he needed to kill one. So it's like, fine, it's not a problem. We found one, we could hear the crying, and then we go explore. I said, like, come on, let's go exploring. And so what are we exploring for? We're exploring for defensible position. Okay, what we need, and because we had actually played 2-player a few times, we needed a corridor of some kind where things can only come at you from direction. We needed one of us to have like a big ass shotgun, and the other one to have something, I mean, whatever. I said, right, you're really good at controlling your character and running away and not panicking. I will wait here for you at one side. This corridor's only wide enough two abreast. You go find her, leg it this way. As you're running, I will be shooting her behind you, and I won't miss, because I had a narrow field of view, and that's my son running at me. And then he comes back, turns around, and we're both shooting at her. And we did it. We did it. We killed tank. We killed them all. Every single badge he needed, we did it together. Because I'm tactics, step by step, very slow. Find out what's going on. I'm the same on a motorbike. People go, "Oh, you're all nutters on motorbikes." No, I'm the kind of person, I will build up and learn what I need to learn, and then find out where the grip is and all that kind of stuff. You've seen me driving. I'm the same. Setup. This doesn't work, so change something. Change something. Yeah, that's just the way my brain works. It's the way it works. So, yeah, that was fantastic. Of course, the weirdest thing is how stupidly protective I am of my son on an online game. You don't. Honestly, it's the worst thing you can possibly do is try to kill my electronic child. Call of Duty. I'm in an AC-130 gunship. He's running across between all these things, and I don't think anybody survived. He did. I mean, I was using the 105, and then no, you just don't. Get away from my child. It's not good. It's not good. Right, what am I doing? Paz. I'm on Paz. First planet, data drives. Right. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, there's only one planet.
Signal confirmed.
Stop chasing me, you squiddy gits. Don't like you. Right, so the reason I'm doing this is to get these done so that when I go back to the Citadel, where I'm doing this because it says so on this website. Protean data drives. Excellent. Good, good, good. Now there's something about fuel southeast of the star. Oh God. South east. Oh, it's only a little area, so excellent. Bog off! I need the fuel to get away from you. That's not a lot of fuel. Leg it!
Evasion successful.
Or, as Bender would say, cheese it! Okie dokie, we go. Here, we get some fuel. Not a lot of fuel. Now, I do remember there being more fuel around here somewhere. Nope, I'm wrong. There was fuel elsewhere. Reaper weapon, wreckage, library of brimful of Asher. Let's remember that song. Brimful of Asher, fire. Yeah. I mean, that patience thing we were talking about, that's the reason why I accidentally, and it is entirely accidental. I keep saying to myself, go to bed, Andrew, go to bed, Andrew. Last night was 3 a.m. and it should have been midnight. But it's like, oh, I'll just do this. I'll just do this. I'll just do this. Oh, it's so bad. Right, where am I going? Oh, excellent. So I can do this. So far, I have completely failed to show you my favourite gun. So, if you're ever going to play this game, you get this thing where one of the things I've changed. You get this thing. What the hell? No! I've pressed the wrong button. Idiot. Idiot child. Stop just pressing things. I need to go to the Alliance docks, apparently. Right, I need to go to the loo. I'll be back in a second. Don't go away.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Testing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back. Okay, so hospital, no thanks. I think it's the no thanks.
Yes, Commander.
Interesting. Humans are taking over the world. So that's the Presidium. Okie dokie. Right. So I don't know if it's saying I've only got one person watching, which based on the last comment I've had is Simon, but it might not be. We don't know. Oh no, two again. So Simon or Richie, you both are knowledgeable people. Now I bought a couple of years ago, two and a half years ago, I bought off of Amazon a rechargeable, it's not the word, isn't it, cordless hammer drill, and it worked fine for a while. One battery. Yep, cool, Richie. And the thing is that it decided after about 9 months to refuse to recharge properly. So instead of it working for like a half an hour, it now works for about 4 minutes after a full recharge. Obviously the battery is... Now I know there's the trick where you can reset everything by stick it in the freezer. So you know, I had it sealed in a couple of bags so it didn't get all wet and all that kind of stuff. Had it in the freezer for 3 days, made no difference. And I'm just wondering if you know anything. I've taken it apart. I will take the cover off of it, and it's, you know, it's a pack of cylindrical nickel metal hydride batteries. It's not lithium. It's not that. I mean, I couldn't afford a lot, especially at the time. So it was like 35, 40 quid. But it was powerful enough, and it did the job, and you know, it had all the little functions on it. I'm used to stuff that came from Woolworths that lasted me 10 years before I lost it all with She Who Must Not Be Named and My Darling Wife. So, you know, in those days you could buy something from a shop that was pretty... Well, I just wondered if you knew anything. You know, there's lots of... Richie's, for example, is a... how can I put this? A techno nerd. And you got to remember, I'm a nerd, and I love nerds. Nerds made the modern world, the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said to Einstein in school, "You're amazing." They all treated him like a piece of crap because he was too clever. And then he changed physics forever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not. He's the man in the know, and I'm not saying he does know, but I'm saying that if anybody does, it's going to be Richie. You know what I'm saying? I did find, so there's like 5, I can't remember, it's over there, 5 or 6 cylindrical nickel metal hydride cells forming the battery of cells. If anybody knows enough physics, remembers enough physics from school to remember that it's not a battery unless it's a series of cells. But one of them has a little bit of corrosion on it. But the love her flares. No, they're not flares. That's a dress. Right. Okay. How old are you, Simon? You're like mid 40s, something like that, early to mid 40s. When I was doing my 6th form, we had 2 girls come from the convent because I went to a Catholic school. Karina Leach and another girl I can't remember the name of, who had huge lips. They both liked that sort of very... Yes, it's a dress. They both had that very shiny pink lipstick, and I have loved that very shiny pink lipstick ever since because I fancied the pants off of Karina Leach. I know what her nickname was. It was Pookie, because she wrote it on my calculator in one of those silver metallic pens that appeared in those days. And they used to wear dresses like that, and I've always had a soft spot for dresses like that. It shows off the figure. It's not tarty. It just shows off, hugs something. Yes. Anyway, so Richie, Pookie, Pookie, not Pookie. That's Pookie. Pookie. We have a player called Timu Pookie. When you say player, do you mean in the darts? Because Timu is one of the pro EDTM drivers. And I found out that there's Timu Leto, his name is, but Timu, Norwich City. Oh, okay. When you say we, you've got to be specific, mate. I don't think football. I put a comment on a video I was watching of 8 out of 10 cats. Not the 8 out of 10 cats just countdown, but 8 out of 10 cats. And it had Rachel What's-Her-Face in it from Countdown. And she's wearing a top that revealed some large amount of... Yeah, of course he's from Finland, Timu. Large amount of cleavage. And the joke was, I can't remember what... She made some kind of comment, and Jimmy Carr said, you do your top up, we'll sort the maths out. Something like that. And she talks about how she's a bit massive Man United fan. And she's from Essex. She's classic Essex girl. Like my mum. My mum was from Dagenham. And my comment was, yeah, that makes sense. Someone from Essex supporting Man United. Because as we all know, all Man United supporters come south of the Watford Gap, are all rich, or they're foreign. And I got a lecture from some fella from India talking about how I don't know, racist or something. He just went off on one about how people, oh my goodness, it was all this sort of like, people can do what they like and support what they like and this kind of stuff. It's like, mate, I don't follow football anymore, but I know football because I was mad on football as a child up until the age of 11. And everybody knows the big gag is that, you know, all Man United. My son is a Man United supporter, and he absolutely shouldn't be, because he's from Bangor, North Wales, and if you're from Bangor, North Wales, you support Bangor City and Everton. That's what you do. That's the kind of the tradition. And he supports Man United. I mean, whatever, but I used to take the piss out of him. Of course. Because I supported Nottingham Forest. And where was I from? 10 miles south of Nottingham Forest. And before Nottingham Forest, when I didn't know any better, I supported Leicester City, which is 6 miles away from where I grew up. And then I realised I was shit. But, you know, it's in order. Nottingham Forest, Leicester City, rest of the world shit. And the enemy's Liverpool, which is hilarious because she who must not be named was a Liverpool supporter, which I thought was quite funny. Yeah, so I was a bit sarky back to this fella, saying thanks very much for explaining English football to a 53-year-old Englishman after saying you're from India. And he went, oh, sorry, mate, I didn't mean to be patronising. He said, yeah, you did. You really did. They think they know. Just 'cause they call it soccer, for fuck's sake. Piss off. Soccer just means association football. I know that. It's football. Stick up your arse. Foreigners. Right. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So, Richie, do you know anything about batteries? Would the corrosion... They've got all these contacts that are sort of crimped onto the ends. Would the corrosion that seems to be around... It's not really, really bad, but there is pitting. Would that cause the circuitry on the top to think that it's not got enough throughput anymore, and therefore stop charging it so it doesn't get enough charge? That's what my brain is thinking. Please comment. Right, we are now going to give this man something we found.
I recovered Prothean data drives from Garbug. I'll have them brought here.
Commander Shepard, thank you.
Yeah, baby.
That'll help with any operation we have going.
Yeah, man. You better believe it. I'm Commander Shepard, and I will kill you.
Thank you again, Commander. I appreciate the assist.
You should absolutely appreciate the assist.
Sergeant, I have a little brother.
Oh, they're still playing this.
Hung with a lousy crowd.
A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message. He'd found an organization with lots of pay, benefits. He snuck me a photo.
So it sounds reasonable to you then, Richie?
They gave him. White
Okay, cool.
yellow armor. Man.
I will take a photo and put it on Discord. Is that okay? How's that sound? Oh, will you stop pushing me along, you weird bloody four-legged creep? Oh, God, keepers. Yeah, I've already sorted that out. I've gone to my Spectre doodah and I've... bloody... Just never... Idiots. Right. Come on, let's go. I'm going to stop here and find out what's going on. So, garage, talk to him, hang out, see him, see, it's interesting because I've kind of... Obviously, it doesn't need to be done in... Oh, it's a thingy. Cool. I didn't realise that was there. Yeah, we do that. Okay, I'll do that. Don't wait up for it, because it'll... Knowing me, it'll take about 10 days to do it. When did they left the elevator? I did that already when I tried to do the last thing, which didn't let me do until I'd done that thing, which is just weird. Oh, so now Samara's there. Oh, okay. So we go there. Fair enough. Good. I don't get to go to my apartment yet, even though it's got a really nice fire. I'm going to the Citadel. 3 people. Hello, third person, whoever you are. Join us. I am totally failing to show people my favourite gun. Danella Dina's a git, and I shot him. Did I shoot him? Somebody shot him. It's probably me. Oh, yeah, it definitely was me. I have to say goodnight. I'm rather tired now. Look, you go. Oh, God, it's 11:30. Sleep well. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon, sir. Right, this is Samara. Samara is very interesting. She's a Justicar, which is... What are you doing? I'll kill you. I kill you. Can't kill him. Pushing me along, you weirdo. Right, so this is Samara. As you can see, she's a bit chesty. She's got shiny eyes because she's a biotic. They're all biotics, these people, and they live to like 1,000+ years. I mean, they're amazing. And these are the ones that are... These are the ones that can mate with anything from anywhere. See that big bugger over there? Hold on. See him there? She could mate with him and have babies with him. Weird. And they're my favourite colour. Blue. Anyway, she's a Justicar. And we've had to murder one of her daughters because she's a psychotic killer. Her other 2 daughters we had to try and rescue, and one of them died because she's been turned into a Reaper husk. And the other daughter's still alive.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest.
Rila's the one that died. Falair's the one that's okay.
Before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
And she became my friend. I earned her loyalty in the Mass Effect 2. I didn't lose anybody. Everyone survived. They were all loyal. I had a full team, and everyone survived because I was on a much lower difficulty setting, and I'm a nerd. Oh, it's not our last battle, which is the best one. You see, that's Renegade, and that's Paragon. I want to say it's an... Oh, but bollocks. Go with your heart.
The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible.
Because of different people,
But Shepard,
different backgrounds,
be sure to
different
assess your
worlds.
force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
Oh, that must mean something. That must mean something. Yes, we need to investigate. Now, you can skip this, but you lose points, you see.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home.
Why?
They will attempt to hold.
Why are they always in high heels? I've never
The
understood
odds
that.
of this, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Okay, Richie, thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure, bud. Yeah, I'll take a photograph of it as best I can on my phone, and I'll send that on Discord. Yeah, it's just then you can see what I'm talking about. If you can't see anything, you know, whatever, fair enough. It's just I thought it was worth asking at least. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for joining us. Hopefully, I'll get my seat fixed soon, in the next month or so, and I'll be back driving again. Properly. Badly, but properly, at least. At least having a bit of fun. And then, and you know, maybe you'll hear from me on the weekend. We'll see how that goes. Good night, buddy. You have a good... Are you on... I guess you're at work, if you're on your phone. So you have a good... you have a good shift. No, golf was surprisingly small. I was really shocked, actually. It was the size of GTS. It was like I can't remember, like a couple of 100 meg, and I just needed that space because these are huge. I mean, this is 3 games. These are sort of what do they call them? I'm going to say revitalizations, but it's not that. You know, modernizations, and they've changed the graphics and they've updated them and this kind of stuff. This is called the Legendary Edition, and it's really good. It's really good. But yeah, they're huge. The Golf, I think I've still got the Golf. Still got the Golf. Still got Kingdoms of Amalur. That was quite small. GT7. Oh, cool. Oh, okie dokie. Well, around the 20th. So Hugh's birthday's on the 27th. 12 gigabytes, yeah, there you go. That's it, yeah, 10, I had 10 or 11 in my head, so yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Much smaller. Yeah, that's exactly huge. I mean, I'd love... I was kind of looking at PlayStation 4 Pros for a while with the bigger disc, but now I'm thinking, find some way of saving up for a PlayStation 5. Yeah, cool. That'd be good. Yeah, send me a message if you're around and want a game. Cool. But yeah, I'm thinking about a PlayStation 5. I've had messages from the Sony network, you know, the sort of PlayStation Sony website thing, saying that they've got them in stock again now with the disc. They're 500 and was it 530, 529? If you get the one without a disc, they're not in stock, but they're a hell of a lot less. You know, like in the 400s. But I'd rather have one with a disc, frankly, because I mean, like 2 nights ago, my internet connection just decided to not work. Boom. So I couldn't play Gran Turismo 7 because it wouldn't even load. So I had to play this. You know. But yeah, give us a shout. And have a good night. Enjoy yourself, bud. Right, so that seems bleak.
Is being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
Well, I'll do my best not to be a stranger. I'll still look after myself, though. I don't think I'll change that. I'll take the time I need to, if that makes any sense to you. Because I have to. Because if I don't think I'll be around much longer. So I look after myself. Doesn't mean I don't care for other people. It just means that I have to keep myself well. Sick of hurting people, to be honest. sick of the pressure, and I don't mean sick of as in fed up. I mean sick of as in getting sick with and the pressure. So, you know, Saturday's coming up, and yeah, the golf would be fun. It would be fun indeed. Saturday's coming up, and I'm considering that. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm really torn, actually. Really torn, because I don't... I've got the same old. I don't want to let people down. I'm being asked to do something because people need me to. Or want me to. And I'm not sure I want to. I'm really not sure I want to. I don't know. Nope, not yet. Not yet. I can do though. I will do. I'll do that. I'll do that in a bit. I'll do that in a bit. Though I make no apologies for doing that. I just needed to. I needed to disappear.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
We can chat on WhatsApp, Richard. We can chat on WhatsApp. Honestly. I do love you. I do care for you, mate. Honestly. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, and you probably won't believe me, but I do. I really do. And any pain I caused, any problems I was the source of, it wasn't deliberate. On vinyl. Ooh, wow. That, you see, you can clear this up for me, okay? Why is it... I don't know if you're one of the people that have gone back to vinyl. I mean, I used to have it, but I haven't got any vinyl now. She who must not be named had all them. I had vinyl going back from like 1972. My first records I was given. Very annoyed that I lost those, because I'd had them for so long. Including first pressings of Bridge Over Troubled Water, a Tubular Bells, and hold on a minute, what's the other one? Omadorn. You know, I had also The Graduate, first pressings of The Graduate, all from my older brothers, and just so annoying to lose them. So annoying to lose them. Can't replace those. Can't replace them. I'm going to play them on anyway. And in this flat, it's pointless. The sound travels so much, I wouldn't be able to enjoy them. So I use earbuds off my phone. But why are people going back to vinyl? You know, I know it's got a more organic feel. I mean, I think it's got a more organic feel, but the problem today with music is compression. On vinyl is on compression. It's no compression. Right. Yeah, to digitise it, you've got to convert it, haven't you? So you lose... I mean, the weird thing is, I remember when DVDs came in, and how you get this sort of what they called a perfect sound. It was a very clear sound, but it wasn't necessarily an organic sound. And with the analogue, you get... is better end of. That's not that is not a reason. You can't just... That's not like me saying Rush is better, end of. Which obviously it is. It needs to. Physical media. We need to become more organic in the sense that doesn't mean things made of carbon. See, this is a problem I have. Being a chemist, organic food. So what's in organic food then? Do people eat rocks? What the hell? Think about it. Anyway. I'm keeping you here when you want to go and listen to... Why are you listening to Eminem and Eminem? I mean, that's what my son listened to. He liked Eminem and M&M's, and I used to ask him, chocolate or peanut? And he used to go, Dad! I'm the Slim. Have you heard of 4K Blu-ray? Yeah. I have watched 4K Blu-ray. I have 4K Blu-ray. I even have a 4K TV now, thanks to, the windfall I had a year and a half ago. No, a year ago. Less than a year ago. Shut up, Andrew. It's your childhood. That is so weird. I mean, I think if he was younger than me, obviously, because you are, but it's when you say things like that and I go, your childhood? That's my son's teenage years. What the hell are you talking about? It's like... I'm displaced in time. If you got a good stereo, yeah. I used to have a good stereo. I won't belabour the point, but she who must not be named had my stereo last time I saw her. And I bought it in 1993, my Sony stack system. 1,000... I don't actually disbelieve you in any way. I know you were a DJ. I know that. I don't know if you still do that. I doubt it, because you've got like a full-time job. But my plate is €500. Yeah, that's my Sony stack system cost £800 in 1993. Yeah, my TV cost 350. It's Panasonic. It's not bad. In fact, I'm really pleased with it. 2,700. How many inches? What is it? Like 70 inches, something like that? Does it curve? Is it like a Sony Bravia? No, I see. Just got upgraded by €900 speakers. You are definitely enjoying the fact you got this full-time job, aren't you? I've just bought a tent and a sleeping bag. And a fire steel. I was very pleased with that. And I bought a sort of a gas lighter thing, but I need to put some gas in it. And I can't believe I went to the local co-op and they don't sell gas. So what the hell's going on? So I've also bought a 7-port USB powered hub, USB 3. And I'm also really pissed off with OBS Studio because it doesn't seem to understand that things are attached and they can use them. And then the next day it does. It does understand it. And then another day it doesn't. And then it's like, yeah, if I understood why, 65 inch, okay. I'm trying to remember what mine was actually. 60? Mine might be 60. It's bigger than 55, I know that, because I wanted it big enough, I got it from John Lewis's, and it's a Panasonic, and I can't remember what it's called. But it's funny because I've got my phone, Android phone, which I call the Brick, after the Brick in Father Ted, and the telly is an Android telly, and I call it the Slab. And it's not as powerful as my Brick. It's only got 6 gig of RAM. That's just crap. It's not crap, but it's not good enough. QLED. Samsung. So yours is also a Slab. 4K Samsung QLED Q90 TV. Very posh, very posh. So in order of things I want, house in the country away from anybody with super fast broadband. I might be getting my broadband upgraded. I got a letter through saying I can have half price on BT broadband, fibre to the door, rather than fibre to the exchange, and then it will be like 100 meg or more, and it might be a lot better, a lot better. Yeah.
Is that how you see it too? You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Well, I didn't do it myself. I mean, it is true. For your enemy, show no mercy. Until you have to show mercy.
Will Blair be all right in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Blair will find it.
Bless her.
It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
No.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Blair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Didn't actually want to kill anybody. Kill everybody. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepherd. We'll both be tested in fire soon enough.
Might have read it's going to be a real test. Okay, I mean, I did watch a bit of the live stream, the DTR live stream, and gave my tick to it. The weird thing is, I mean, Moomin asked me if I wanted to be part of it. I said I'd think about it, and when it turned out I'd had a really bad night and a really bad day. Spent the whole day in bed basically, so I didn't. But later that night, I got hold of. I had the Mini already, and I souped it up a bit and took it for a drive. What a fantastic handling car! I mean, seriously, without any front downforce, because I didn't put the air dam on it. It drove like a peach. I just took it round Laguna Seca. I think I was watching somebody else. I think it was a Digit Gaming taking it around Laguna Seca. Or you got no. It was the stream. It was the DTR stream, Dream Team Racing stream. And anyone watching, go find Dream Team Racing. Look at the streams and stuff. It was Diaco battling. I think Power Maxi was behind him, maybe. Mikey, the bit I was watching, Mikey decided he was bloody. Oh, God knows. Who knows what Mikey's up to. He decided he was going to drop to the back. Diaco was sort of trying to get away from, I think it was Power Maxi, and catch up with Moomin. Moomin was giggling like an idiot. Like he does. That sort of like evil, dirty, happy giggle that he does. It's kind of like how he manages to sound so innocent and evil at the same time. I don't know. Diaco is like Scheisse, and he's doing a really good job. And then, as usual, he did the Diaco overkill. I went off a couple of times because he got into a bit of a flow, and then he was pushing too hard, and he ended up on the gravel like 5 times in the lap. Mikey's chasing. It was just brilliant. But even everyone seemed to be saying, on Discord and everything, how well the car handled and how much of a dream it was. I'm driving this thing around. Hell yeah! What a fantastic car! What a fantastic car! I've got one car like it, which is the Arbath, with an 1100cc engine, and doing all the same soup-up things to it. It goes to 211 horsepower, which is a lot more than the Mini gets from a litre. I mean, I know the Mini's quite an old engine, but still, that's not. I know you can get a lot more than that from a Mini engine. It just, you know how much I like that DS3, you know, the rating, the Citroen Racing DS3, right? You know how much I like that. It's just a great fun car to drive. You hate it, obviously, but the way I've managed to set it up, it works really well for me. The Mini was a million times better. It was just so easy. It's almost like the perfect chassis. I was minus 1 minute. Fast forward. I don't know. It just seemed like people were having a lot of fun. Define important. It's like, you know, bunch of people having a lot of fun. I was driving it earlier because I did my sort of daily miles earlier, and I'm back on the motion controller, and even the Mini was actually quite a pleasure to drive on the motion controller. Just incredible. And the thing is, I remember watching the video thinking, it ain't got the Mini gearbox whine. Well, I've got a full racing gearbox on it, clutch, everything. I changed everything, and it does have the gearbox whine. Maybe it just didn't come across on the stream, but it does have that special zing 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 that Minis have. Now the thing is that the livery I've done on my car reflects my stepdad's car, which was the second car I can remember in my entire life. An orange Mini. The first car I can remember, I don't actually know what the car is, but I think it's a Ford Galaxy. I mean, I don't mean the modern Ford Galaxy. I mean the 1970s, 60s, straight six Ford Galaxy. Because we went down to Dagenham to see my mum's family, and there was Uncle Frank, I think his name was, and it had column shift. It had, you know, the horn that was like a rim, like a wire or something inside the steering wheel, and the front seat was a bench. It was a bench seat, and the handbrake wasn't a handbrake. It was, you pressed the thing on the floor. And that much I remember. I remember sitting in this front seat and sliding across all the way, from left to right. I remember that. That's the first car I remember ever. Second car I remember ever is my dad's Mini. An orange Mini. And then he had a Mini Clubman, which was also orange, but had a black vinyl roof. But they don't do the Mini Clubman on this. So, you know. And... but not the first vehicle. The first vehicle I remember, I've shared them on PlayStation things. The first vehicle I remember, of course, is a Triumph 750 Trident with a sidecar. There's a reason why I like motorbikes. 6 years old, I'm on the back of a Triumph 750, and my God, there is nothing like. I can find the video and send you a link to it with the right timestamp for you to hear. It took me a while to find it again, I think, if it's still there on YouTube. To hear the sound of what my brother-in-law's bike sounded like. It was special, and that was the first bike I went in the sidecar of that bike at the age of, I don't even know how old I was. I have no idea how old I was. Anyway, reminiscence. My car, the engine stopped, so I would have been too fast. Ah, I see. We need to get... Yeah, I won't be doing that.
Hello again, Shepard.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds with this, It's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Can't believe I got 125
Good luck out there.
chat
Simon.
messages.
You as
Right,
well.
okay, so there's no point talking anymore to...
But Goddess go with you, Shepherd. We'll both be tested in fire soon
Look.
enough.
What the hell's going on here? Something weird happened there. That turned off. Really sure it shouldn't have done that. Sent you a WhatsApp message, little tipsy. You're a little tipsy. Fair enough. I mean, it is, you know, you're on holiday, mate. It's okay. Right, let's work out what I'm doing here. Have you changed your number? You know what? I think I unblocked you. I think I've already unblocked you. Yes, I had. I'd already unblocked you. See, I'm better than I thought I was. Yep. Yep, there you go. You see my... Yeah. I'd actually unblocked you a while ago, by the looks of it. I'd unblocked you on the 6th of November. Well, I think... Whatever, doesn't matter. Right, so... let's download these things. Unplugged in New York. You're going to Nirvana. Good night, Richie. You have a good time with your M&M's. Unplugged in New York. So that's what you're listening to, Unplugged in New York. I thought you listened to M&M's. Oh, you and that weird stuff going on the screen. That's your telly, Wally, isn't it? You like. You nut job. Fair enough. Yeah, cool. I'll sort out some kind of photographs tomorrow. and yeah, maybe that's what it is. What the hell? Where's that gone? Alright, that needs to... 2% on that, bloody hell. Anyway, okay. You are a nut job. Well, I've known that for a while, so that's fair enough. Just out of interest, what have you been drinking? Is it Guinness? Will Mikey be proud of you? Councillor Bailey. Commander Bailey. Let's do Commander Bailey. Whoa, what's that? Some weird things going on. That's the same. I've heard all of that. Let's go talk to Commander Bailey. He's a different Commander Bailey to the time I saw him in Mass Effect 2 where he was a bit of a dick.
Hey, Shepard.
Hey, Shepard.
The boys feel safer.
Yeah, because I'm the one that kills people. That's true, you did get shot.
These are dark days for all of us.
Now, I don't appear... I need to find a way of shooting things. Okay, I've already done this conversation.
You got your work cut out for you.
I've done this
You and me both, Shepard.
Yeah, me both. Okay, right, let's... I don't know. Oh, my God. I'm a Spectre. I'm outside the law. Because I'm hot. Hot, hot, hot! Nothing to do there. I don't need to buy anything. Oh, I tell you what, okay. If all goes shits up, at least I can go in here and show you. I can get to play. Let's play. Alright. Okay, so let's send these back. Okay, so I've got an assault rifle that I can do this with. Pretty cool. Doesn't need a doodah. But if I do this, if I go there... Now, you ready for this? Look at this for an assault. The thing is, it's not that it just does that. It's that it does it in a way that dismembers opponents. Right, so let's go for... It's too far away. Let's try too close. Good. I'd really like that as well. That's my handgun. It's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. Right, so I don't know why this works. Let's try. Let's see how this goes. Right, so they need to be much closer for that to work. Okay. Fair enough. So let's go. What's that one? Scorpion. Oh, here we go. The venom. Pretty powerful. Alright, ready for this one? You go like this. That's my shotgun. But my favourite is definitely this baby. This one here. I mean, they're all amazing, but this is like... You ready? It's like a grenade launcher. It's just so good. Now there is another I want to try out. Let's have a butcher's. Who's got that? Let's try out. I want to try that one out. I don't know what it's like. It's called the thingy. That's a what the hell? That's a shotgun. No, that's not the bloody shotgun. Let's try. Oh my god, the Disciple it's called. All right, so that's not the shotgun. What the? Ooh, hell. Actually, that's pretty damn good. That is very good. That is... wow. Oh, you see, now I don't know what to use. See, the other one's like explosive and very powerful, but that has a spread, which is what you want from a shotgun. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. And the other thing that the other shotgun is useful for, they're both pink, you see. The other thing that the other one's useful for is this thing here, where you go, no! Oh my god! What a crap. Okay, so you can do, it's very powerful, but if you do this, and you get these arseholes with shields, and they're very difficult to kill actually. But if you shoot behind them and do that, shield's useless. So I'm thinking in my next mission I should change that. Come on. To this. See, the damage for that one is much higher, but that's got the spread. Oh, but still quite a lot of damage. Weighs less too. So let's try that one. Let's try that one. He needs to stop doing that. It keeps changing back to the gun. I don't. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Okay. What I've not managed to show you while I'm in my Spectre office, what I've not managed to show you is the effect that Sniper's explosive rifle has on the people I'm shooting at. And you see arms and legs go places, and that is pretty damn sweet. So I'll have to show you that another day, because this was going to be a short one and it's now been about 27,542 hours. So I'm going to say goodnight, or good morning if you're in the UK and Greenwich Mean Time. Sleep well, have a good one, kiss a big kiss. Bye.